हे प्रदाता, हे स्नेह शक्तिदाता, अव्यक्त बाप दादा सादर पधारिए।
इसलिए बाप दादा ने आज कहा कि ब्रह्म जो सच्चे ब्राह्मण जीवन श्रेष्ठ जीवन के लक्ष्य है, उसकी विशेषता है प्रसन्नता। चाहे कोई गाली भी दे रहे तो भी आपके चेहरे पर दुख की लहर नहीं आनी चाहिए, प्रसन्न चित्त। गाली देने वाला अभी तक जाएगा, आप हो सकता है कि कहेंगे नहीं, उसने 1 घंटा बोला, मैंने सिर्फ सेकंड बोला, सेकंड भी बोला या सोचा, शिकल पर प्रसन्नता आई तो फिर लोगे इतना सहन किया, 1 घंटा सहन किया, और फिर गुब्बारे से गैस निकल गए तो गैस वाले गुब्बारे नहीं बनता, और चाहिए क्या, बाप मिला, सब कुछ मिला। गीत तो यही गाते हो ना, तो ऐसे टाइम पर ऐसी बातें या करो तो चेहरा नहीं बदलेगा। ऐसे नहीं जोर जोर से हंसने लग जाओ उसके आगे तो वो बॉडी खराब हो जाए। प्रसन्नता आत्मक मुस्कुराहट बाहर की दे। तो आज का पाठ क्या रहा? सदा प्रसन्नता मुक्त और प्रसन्नता युक्त डबल समझा।
प्यारे अपने परम धाम को छोड़कर प्रेम में नेम अपने सभी तोड़कर आप बाबा है आए हमारे लिए, स्वर्ग सौगात लाए हमारे लिए। प्यारे
बाप दादा की बात याद रखना, भूल नहीं जाना। अच्छा,
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So today is the day 30th and today is the last day of the month, and it was a wonderful series, and today we will do the transition from one to another. So first we will do the conclusion for the series for the month of September, and then we'll also start our new series for month of October. So let's start with the first one. So today is the day 30th. And then our topic is become free from problems, become an embodiment of solutions, and make others this also. Conclusion and experiences. Now we will listen to Mohini.
Om Shanti, everyone. Happy, yeah, good effort and the blessings. Combination of that brings the gift of happiness. And to be constantly happy, cheerful, internal cheerful, Baba is saying, and also external cheerful, double happiness. And I'm sure that you all must be keeping aim to be very, very happy. It's so interesting that 1 month passed, 30 points of dharana, different kinds of dharana, help us to be image of solution. Because we have knowledge in the intellect. But when we apply the knowledge, it's the power of knowledge. Because if I am not able to use knowledge, then it doesn't become power. Just to have something in the intellect, knowing something is not enough. But knowing something, applying it, and experiencing power will help us to always be the image of solution. There's no problem. If there is a situation, it's karmic accounts. The solution, just constantly remember Baba. Because there is only way to settle karmic accounts. And that is remembrance of Baba. So I had really good experience during last month. Lightness whole day, more remembrance of Baba. And it's like internally, the outlook changes. You don't see any circumstances as problem. So each one of you must have experienced that how to be the image of solution. Find solution for every problem. Problem as mustard seed, not as huge mountain. So many beautiful experiences. So you all can also write down what is the difference 1 month before and now. Right. So now we will call ourselves as image of solution. Om Shanti.
सफल करो खजानों को। तो ये छोटा सा युग है, संगम युग। परमात्मा ब्रह्मा बाबा के तन में प्रवेश होके हमें वरदान देते हैं, खजाने देते हैं। आपको पता है आपको कितने खजाने जमा हुए? बाप से मिले हुए खजाने से औरों को आप समान बनाओ तो उनके दिल से दुआ निकलेगी। तो बाप की दुआ मिलती रहे मिलती रहे मिलती रहे, तो बाप की दुआ हमको अशरीरी बना देती है।
अगर आता बाबा करता, बाबा कराता, बाबा की श्रीमत है, बाबा को याद करो, बाबा से प्रेरणा लो, तो बाबा हिम्मत दे देता है और उसी शक्ति से फिर कार्य करो तो वो कार्य सफलता प्राप्त कराता।
मनसा से शक्तियों का खजाना देते जाओ, वाणी से ज्ञान का खजाना, कर्म से गुणों का खजाना और बुद्धि से समय का खजाना, समन संपर्क से खुशी का खजाना। सफल करो, सफलता मूर्त बनो, तो लिफ्ट में सेकंड में पहुंच जाएंगे जहां जाओ।
Avyakti Parivar welcomes you to use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. हर खजाने को सफल कर सफलता मूर्त बनो। With powerful insights by Mohini Didi, followed by a Vyakti journey, sharings by ancestors. Avyakt Murli revision from 1969.
वैसी भरनी कभी नहीं भुलाना है, शुभ संकल्पों की, शुभ संकल्पों की करो रचना, विश्व का कल्याण कर। व्यर्थ न जाए जीवन अपना, पल पल को आबाद कर। सफल कर लो सांसें अपनी, परम पिता को याद कर।
Om Shanti Vyakti Parivar. So, welcome to our new series. It's a beautiful topic. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. So, just to let you all know that our schedule for whole week will continue as it is, and we will be very happy to hear your experience. So I request everyone that if you can go to our website and write your experience. How was the series for you? How was the homework? What did it help? And when you share the experience, it does inspire others too. And of course, whatever material is available is there on our website, on YouTube, and you must have received the email, or if you haven't, you will get it. Of course, in WhatsApp and in email, all the links for homework and also for all the videos. So please enjoy next month series and the homework. So we'll start with our first day homework, and which is tomorrow is the day first, is October 1st, and we will have the topic is the fullness of all the treasures. And the homework for tomorrow is according to the time, use every treasure in a worthwhile way and achieve success. Success will automatically bring revelation close. You have done service through words very well, but now, with the blessing of success, bring close the revelation of the Father and the Self. Let souls now experience the fullness of all the treasures in each Brahmin's life. So now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Baba's knowledge is so deep. We have to read carefully, listen carefully, think about it carefully. When I read first time, if you use everything in worthwhile way, you will be successful. So the first thought was, that means whatever you do, there will be success. Then second time when I read it, it said the success is that your treasure which you are using will be full. Like if you are using the treasure of thoughts and peaceful thoughts, so then your peace, treasure of peace will accumulate. And that will bring revelation of yourself and Baba. So it's like three aspects we can reflect on. First is what are different treasures. Second is if I use them, did I accumulate them, become full? And third then is what is the connection of our treasures becoming full and revelation of Baba. It's very, very interesting. Fullness. So result is whatever you're using, it will increase, accumulate and become full. That's very good, right? Not success is something, I did a program, it was very successful. But you are becoming full is the success, right? So it's very, very beautiful. So Baba is saying that according to the time, use every treasure in a worthwhile way and have success. So in the Murli, Avek Baba was saying, give power through thoughts, knowledge through words, virtues through actions, happiness. You understood, right? It's very deep. According to time, use every treasure in a worthwhile way and achieve success. That means, let's say you are using thoughts, lot of thoughts, but they're not really useful or not needed at that time. So you won't be successful. Success will automatically bring revelation. So Baba says, revelation close. You have done service through words very well, but now with the blessings of success, bring close the revelation of Father and the Self. The souls now experience the fullness of all the treasures in Brahman life. So if you are if there is a situation and you do not remain peaceful or stable, that means your treasure is not full. That means you're not using it in a worthwhile way. Everything should be full. Is the result success? So then you will look at that even the words, if you didn't do it in proper way, didn't say at the right time, if all that doesn't happen, that means you're not using it in worthwhile way. So connection of being worthwhile, fullness and revelation. So you can think about it as your homework really needs every word, read it again and again and again. And every time you will read, you will understand it more. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Journey, Avyakti Parivar Chit Chat, conversations that open the heart and elevate the mind. So we welcome our dear angel brother Eric all the way to India. Welcome.
Om Shanti, each and everyone, loving greetings, filled with lots of enthusiasm and joy to go in the confluence of those 2 months. And I want to again congratulate all the Avyakti Parivar team, because I can see how much work is done, to think about taking care of us. It's like being in a 108 stars home, with so many good food being served and delicious meals, and we're being looked after so well. And I know for working on television, it takes time to do all these, editing, and the thoughts should match the homework, the theme for the month, the visual, the images. It's a lot of thoughts. And it's well done. It's, getting better and better every month, every year. So congratulations, really, from my heart. I feel excited to see the new theme and to see that, we're all enthusiastic, I think, every month, isn't it? And I think also today, Mohini Didi, it's so nice to, again, go from across the world and be with you tonight. I'm in Montreal, you're in India. And I was wondering, where are you? Are you still on the 3rd floor, or you moved to the 2nd floor? Which floor are you on now? So that when we reach on a subtle form, I'd want to be on the right floor. Otherwise, I'll be in a waiting room.
Om Shanti. If we, depends on how we count, there is ground floor where our brother Brijman Bhai
Right.
on one side and Ratan Mohini Dadi on other side. And above that, I was there on 2nd. We call it 1st floor or 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
But now, because we did not realize that construction take a lot of time here because of weather, labor, but we are sure we will get it soon. So for the time being, we are 1 floor above that. You call it 2nd or 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And we are okay. We are okay. It's Baba's home.
Well, I like your background. It's very angelic, and it seems like it's the story of our Brahmin life, right? We think construction will be short, but then Baba has to move us into a higher floor, because construction of the new self takes a lot of time. So today
But it
also,
it's so interesting that when there was this Ganesh celebration, we got 1 golden Ganesh, we got 1 handmade Ganesh. Then somebody brought flowers, and we used, last night somebody brought these new flower vase and flowers. So it seems like whatever is needed, souls get the thought they bring it, so we don't have to really make much effort.
And you know, one thing, just before we have a little conversation, I was remembering so today the efforts of the translators. And when we see, and I know I speak too fast sometimes myself, but how many words have they translated in the last 3.5 years? And today is International Day for the Translators. And we received a very nice, I don't know if you saw it, a very nice riddle. And we had to answer 6 questions, I think, to find the words. And it turned out, you know, the gift was for everyone to remind them how great they are. So I know you also speak many languages and you switch back and forth. And so on behalf of God, who is the highest translator of all languages, any blessing for all our translations and translators that are so dear to our hearts?
I will say that Baba has given them a clean mind, and clear intellect, because their heart is so clean, so that when they listen, they are absorbing, and intellect is so clear that they can repeat it or reproduce those words in a very beautiful way. They are doing very well, and my good wishes for them, that their faculty, their ability of translation continues to be more and more lighter in a way, that even if it requires concentration, but there is lot of lightness in that. So because they're using it, their ability in worthwhile way, so their treasures will be full.
And we can say that you speak from experience, because you were a pioneer. I mean, I remember in my early days, you were translating a lot. And it was always very entertaining when Didi Janki will start speaking and she will decide who is translating, and she will call you and then ask you to translate. And you translated Baba many times for us, blessings in the evening, late, you know, when Baba would be sharing with us. So you've been translating also for many years, a lot.
There are 2 things in translation why Dadi liked me to translate. She said, it's not, translation is not just translating words to words, but you have to understand the feelings, what really the speaker is trying to say it. So if you really understand the feelings of the speaker, then way you will translate, you will have those appropriate words, but you will translate accurate too. So that was the whole thing. She said, oh, you understand what I'm saying. And I think it's also level. A new one will understand some of the words as the meaning of the words, but not necessarily what is behind that, you know, what is supporting those words. So that used to be, she felt very satisfied if someone can translate her feelings with the feelings.
So happy Translators Day, and thank you from the heart of everyone, I'm sure, because it's been such a new expansion of a department that, you know, we're a few and now there are so many in that group. So really congratulations to all of them from our hearts. And I wouldn't be able to be a BK today without translators because we don't understand Hindi. And our first years, you know, in Madhuban was always with headsets and translators. Shiluban, yourself, Sister Genti, was it's a gift for us to be having the voice of translators. And I mentioned when I listen to you in Hindi with the voice of translation, I really enjoy it because it takes me to Madhuban, and I enjoy that very, very much. So it's good. I was wondering, Mohini Didi, if we can continue a little bit the conversation we started last week. And I know it's back to lesson number 1 about soul consciousness, but I'm really exploring this. And you mentioned, for example, last week, that you were enjoying exploring soul consciousness as being detached. And we started from that thought. And I think for me, I'm still a little bit maybe too mechanical when I try to be soul conscious. I think sometimes that to be soul conscious means to also to feel something here, to see the point of light, or to have that maybe not 100%, but in the back of my mind. And I know when I ask you or ask Sister Genti, you go more with the feeling of being light, happy, easy, getting the right thought at the right time. So I know you're more subtle in your soul consciousness, probably. And I'm wondering if you believe there are percentage of soul consciousness. So what's the difference between lightly soul conscious and being deeply soul conscious? And is deeply soul conscious going to take me almost to bodiless stage? How do you see all this working?
Yeah, bodiless stage, but one of the feeling is kind of being the master. When you are in soul consciousness, you feel like a self-sovereign, like you have control over everything in soul consciousness, like what I am seeing, what I am hearing, even lot is being spoken, but what I am hearing in soul consciousness. So I think that being the master is a very big experience for me. And so when I have to listen and meet people, I just set my stage in soul consciousness. So people say various things, right? Especially here when people say quite a long, and I am like master. And so as a master and as I mentioned, detached observer, that means you are listening, but also, you are just observing in a way, okay, this is the experience of this soul. So that soul is sharing the experience. I don't have to necessarily see it as reality, factual, because everyone will have different experience, right? A lot of karma philosophy between the souls. So what they're sharing is their own experiences about with any soul, but it's their karmic accounts, right? I don't have that experience. If somebody said Eric is like this, but what Eric is with me, that's what my personal experience and the opinion will be. But also, as you're saying that because we are detached, there is definitely what we call as bodiless stage. And bodiless stage is like you are in a deep silence, seated on your throne, whether of Tirkaldashi or just seated on your throne. And when you are seated on the throne, then of course, as I said, being master, but also seated on the throne give you this feeling of self-sovereign, I must say. Very authoritative, very powerful stage. When you are feeling that I am on the throne of center of our immortal throne, but then I am also on throne of being Tirkaldashi. I am seated on the throne of confluence age. Different throne. The Murli also had been on different throne. That's the experience in soul consciousness.
So when Baba says sometimes in Sakar Murlis in particular, you have to consider yourself as a point and remember the Father as a point. How much time do you feel we need to explore that really visual idea that I have to sit and think of me as a point and see Baba as a point? Do we need to really sit in the morning, during the day, evening to visualize that, to see ourselves as a point, or even, as you said, feeling to be sitting on the throne of the forehead? Do you practice this, or was it your kindergarten days and elementary school, and now you're not doing it anymore?
No, it's not that, but soul consciousness is being a point, right? What is soul consciousness? I don't have to necessarily, as soon as you think of yourself as a soul, you are point of light, right? But what Baba means is that no human form or material thing should be connected at that time. It's only Baba as point of light. So it's not concentration on point. The aim is that there shouldn't be remembrance of anyone else or presence of anyone else. Anyone's form comes in between. You cannot have union with soul and one supreme soul, point to point. So that's what really Baba wants us to achieve, that there is only remembrance of one incorporeal. You are in corporeal stage, so not your body, no bodily connections. Then with one Baba, not any other relationship. So if we are able to achieve that, right? So the practice is bringing some achievement. Practice is not just to be, okay, just become point, then what? Connect with the point. But whole aim is that nothing else should be there. Think, remember me alone. Remember me as point of light. So nothing else, no image appears, whether in the self as a point or with Baba.
So do you think we should still spend time in Paramdam? Like, do you make an effort to spend time in just soul world and nothing else, just this image of the soul and Baba, or not necessarily?
No, as soon as you do that, the deeper silence which is emerging, thinking of Baba, I'm going in silence, takes me to home of silence, in a very natural way, because I am soul, a point, Baba is supreme soul as a point, and I'm connected, right? I feel I am soul and connecting with Baba. And as soon as I connect, it's like deep silence, and it takes me towards home of silence. Yes, it's not I have to think about Paramdam, but it should take me to Paramdam. In the beginning we think, but now at least I feel I am taken there to Paramdam.
See, it's interesting because, of course, we've been practicing this for decades, but it's still, I think, I hope it's very useful for everyone to hear the way you describe it, because there's a little bit more subtlety. And I'm thinking of you as well in the building. I'm asking you on which floor are you sitting? And then I'm asking you if you go to Soul World, and you are also going to subtle region very often on the second floor, and then you meet us on the first floor. So it seems you go to the third floors very easily and very naturally. But it's still fascinating exploring the subtlety of soul consciousness, bodiless stage, the 5 forms that Baba asked us to practice. When we do the drill, we enjoy it, those 5 forms. But I think I'm sure everyone will appreciate paying attention to, am I doing it right? Am I remembering Baba properly? Am I soul conscious properly? And I think subtlety is necessary to know we're doing it right.
I think that when you practice, every time you notice, what are you experiencing? Am I experiencing more peace or silence? Am I able to be there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, So you think of that duration and see what you are experiencing. And based on next time when you do it, like I feel so much like being a master seated on the throne. And that I experience immediately, And also, as I said, drawn towards home. I'm sure that you all also experience all that, but you have to record that, right?
think we experience it, and I think by hearing the way you put words on it, it makes it a little bit more, I don't know, inviting, inspiring. Maybe you have a special Toli that can help us to go deeply into it. Is there a magic Toli that can take us straight into, that stage? It would be nice.
Yeah, Bhumi is bringing.
There's some Tolis that are so big, when you put in the mouth, you're definitely silent for a while. So there's a story of putting a bead in your mouth. For us, it's put a Toli in their mouth and they will be quiet.
This is called Dil Khush Toli.
Oh,
Can you see it?
yes, we know that. And as soon as you say Dil Kush, my mouth remembers.
Yeah, because here it's so easy. We asked for Toli. We brought lot of Toli from New York, but it finished.
Yeah,
So
sure.
we had to ask them, and they make this and they send so much because whole day people keep coming, so you have to give. And then, of course, this laddu of Madhuban is very, very famous. These bags we bring from New York.
Oh,
So
nice.
instead of giving in hand, so sometimes hands are not clean. So we put it in these little bags. A lot of that we bring from New York. So this is real laddu, right? It's
Because
also
there are laddus which is not real, right?
so one is of flour.
Okay.
This is of besan. Yeah, besan, no. So it's chickpea flour. And they fry these little points, bundi they call it, like bindi. So they make it little of those, and then with the hand, they make it round. Quite a long procedure, but it's very tasty.
Thank you. We can feel the taste in our mouth. It's very lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice to be with you again, Mohini Didi, and happy we'll all join you on the third floor again next week if you're there. So
yeah, it seems like everyone is very happy when you are there, because everyone feels as if they are also connecting more. So thank you.
I feel closeness because of I think everyone's love. I think I'm carrying everyone's love. That's why there's that kind of experience. Thank you, Mohini Didi. Thank you. Have a great week and see you next Saturday.
Yeah.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother.
Thank you.
तेरी याद में बाबा सफल हुए, सफलता
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi, and thank you, Eric Bhai. Thank you. So it's a wonderful start. And now, tomorrow is Sunday, and our schedule we will follow from Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And a meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Sakar Murli, meditation Bhoga offering English Avyak Murli, evening 6 p.m. Meditation will start followed by Spotlight Drishti sharing, Hindi series, English series, and Avyakti journey to church. Shanti. Now let's do Avik Murli. Welcome to Avyakti Journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli, 15th of September 1971. The duty of Master Sons of Knowledge. What would you call this gathering? What is the speciality of this gathering? The name would be according to the speciality. What is the speciality of this gathering, which is not seen in any other gathering? Do you know the speciality of your gathering? This is the gathering of the special souls within the Brahmin family. However, the speciality of the gathering of the special souls is that this is the confluence of all the well-known rivers. There are many melas on the rivers on special days, but this is the mela of the well-known rivers. This is a meeting of the rivers, the purifiers that have emerged from the ocean of knowledge. Do you consider yourselves to be the purifiers? If you are the purifiers, do you know the main thing, that is, who can become the purifiers? In order to become the purifiers, what main aspect should you keep in your awareness so that no matter how impure someone is, he becomes pure? So that even the thoughts of an impure soul merge in that. For this, the main thing that should be in your intellect is, I am a master son of knowledge that will destroy the impure thoughts, attitude, and vision of all the impure souls. If you look at an impure soul whilst being a master son of knowledge, then just as the sun destroys all the germs of the dirt and rubbish with its rays, so too, no impure thought of an impure soul can attack a soul who is a purifier. In fact, the impure souls will surrender themselves to you, the purifiers. If an impure soul has an impure thought towards a purifier, what should you understand? That you have become a mic, but not a might house. The sound through a mic is very sweet, and enables you to experience pleasure through the ears. But a might house gives you the experience of sweetness of the mind. If you taste the sweetness of the senses even once, then this sweetness of the senses will attract you to a variety of temporary sweetness. Let there not be any type of attraction towards the sweetness of the senses of any impure soul, that is, towards perishable sweetness, in order that those who come experience supersensuous joy or sweetness of the mind as soon as they come. The purifiers should first of all stabilize themselves in the stage of Manmanabhav. If you are even slightly trapped in any type of body consciousness or towards the world of the body, that is, towards any sweetness of the things of the old world, then how will you enable others to experience sweetness of the mind? The taste for the physical iron-aged things or attachment of the mind may have finished, but after this, do you know which stage you have to cross? You have already broken the iron chains, the gross chains, but the subtle threads in some places do not allow you to be free. Om Shanti.
Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. The fullness of all the treasures. According to the time, use every treasure in a worthwhile way and achieve success. Success will automatically bring revelation close. You have done service through words very well. But now, with the blessing of success, bring close the revelation of the Father and the Self. Let souls now experience the fullness of all the treasures in each Brahmin's life.
हर खजाने को सफल कर सफलता मूरत बनो। सर्व खजानों की संपन्नता समय प्रमाण अब हर खजाने को सफल कर सफलता प्राप्त करो। सफलता प्रत्यक्षता को स्वतः ही प्रत्यक्ष करेंगी। वाचा की सेवा बहुत अच्छी की है, लेकिन अब सफलता के वरदान द्वारा बाप की स्वयं की प्रत्यक्षता को समीप लाओ। हरेक ब्राह्मणों की जीवन में सर्व खजानों की संपन्नता का आत्माओं को अनुभव हो। ओम शांति।